As I cycled home, 2 kids up ahead, they try and like yam their sticks into my wheel. It didn't go in, I crushed it on my brakes. I braked, I stopped, and I stared at him. He sees me staring, and he goes, "What? Come on in!" I was like, comes after me. Hey, Lewis.
Aye, as the general.
Oh no.
You need to stand down today.
Let's not be silly.
Soldier, stand down.
Let's not be silly.
Yeah, have you heard about? You haven't heard about this.
He's trying to overthrow the Beast Nation.
No,
he doesn't realise.
You've superseded your own power.
No,
Hang on a sec, because I saw Tom do a Beast Nation TikTok.
Yeah,
basically, Lewis elected me Beast Mode General on our bike ride yesterday to the pub.
But unfortunately,
you know what? You are now the Beast Mode General. So therefore, he has elected a dictator to rule over the Beast Nation. And as the dictator of Beast Nation, you have been demoted to soldier.
You can think what you want.
Wait,
the Beast Nation is not ruled. It's a group of people with the same ideology.
Bro, you're not a dictator, you're a hero.
No, I'm a dictator.
Okay.
The Beast Nation is an equal one. Thanks for 50,000 subs, by the way. We should say quickly.
It's like electing Keir Starmer, like we did as a country,
Prime Minister,
and then just going, no, we're overthrowing.
Beast Nation is a group of people with the same ideology, mate.
No,
and if that makes you live,
shouldn't have elected me.
Honestly, if you saying that makes you live more beast mode in your day-to-day life, then
so why did you elect me?
No, there's no election. There is just
Can
beast
I just
mode.
say, Lou, you know when you say Beast Nation,
Beast Nation, bro.
sounds fucking, but when you say it like Beast Nation,
that's what
he started. Look,
Beast Nation.
Right up your ass.
It's really cool.
Right up his bum.
I enjoyed your TikTok.
Yeah, when you say it, Tom, it's so cool.
I don't think he has any power to elect other.
Oh, hail the leader!
I am the leader of the Beast Nation.
Don't say the word hail.
So, hail Garratt.
Hey, you can say hail, like hail from the sky.
Speaking of Beast Nation, we went fucking beast mode.
Not us again. After last week, it was us 3 who went beast mode, and Theo left us. And again, yesterday, we went beast mode.
I think that is a sign of we just have more fun without Theo.
Maybe.
What's happened? We've come to both shows now, and the previous night we've just been out.
And I feel like we've bonded, in that time, in the time away.
I bonded with the environment.
Yeah,
you don't think it's a bit unfair to say to, like, if someone actually can't make it and you still go out?
You can make it.
What?
I couldn't make it yesterday.
Why couldn't you make it?
Because you had the gym, he said.
No, I was uploading, I was working.
No. The reason you said...
You watched the video?
Don't know. The reason he said on the podcast why he couldn't come was because he's going to the gym.
And guess what?
That's what he said.
I couldn't go to the gym because I had too much work on. I had to upload the video.
Did you watch it? Click upload? Did you watch it? That's fucking...
I had notes from 2 videos. I had to combine them together.
Wow, that's
and
fucking...
then there was 4
hard,
exports on the video as well.
Yeah, that's fucking.
But we did have a good time.
It was Beast Nation. We had a great night.
Went out in Shoreditch.
Yeah, in the sun. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was even hotter today.
What happened to you, Reeve?
Yeah, Reeve got shot.
Oh no,
it's weird.
That's why I said I bonded with the environment.
2 weeks ago, you had your shit story. Then a week later, you had a shit story. Now you have your shit story. So somehow the next week,
every week.
I'm just about to say
I'm gonna come across some sort of shit, and it's gonna happen in the next week.
No, like yours is your breath.
I think yours is going to be what happened in the in-between is you get shit on your face.
I want it to be a good one.
I'm going to shit.
I was obviously very close to getting shit on my face. Really,
so what happened to you?
Somehow the poo from the bird has hit right shoulder, missed the head, and then left shoulder in the same shit.
And then half hour later, he had another one.
Yeah, and then 30 minutes later, they pooed on me again.
You do realise you sent me a voice note, right? I don't know if you remember this. You sent me a voice note.
I don't know how drunk he thinks he was. Like, we had like 5
You sent me a voice
points.
note saying
Loosey-goosey,
that when you first got to the pub, the barthounder goes to you.
No. She said it after.
Yeah,
said it to him after.
Said it later.
It was after the first one.
I thought you were running the risk of like.
No,
by the way,
no.
You're going to get shot.
That was after the
she said
first
it
one.
after I was covered in poo.
Because I said to Reeve, I was like, it'll be fine, mate. And then you got shut on again.
You did deserve it.
What bird was it? A pigeon?
I couldn't see.
We couldn't even see the birds.
Like the invisible monkeys.
By the way, we mean the thing. We're talking about the things with like wings and claws, not females. A female didn't.
I'm really wondering where you're going.
A female didn't shit on Reeve at the pub. yesterday.
It was on you.
Might have been a female.
I got a bit more drunk than intended. I was only supposed to have like 1 or 2, and I said to Charlie.
Happened before, Lou.
I know, but I said to Charlie, no, I'm only having 1 or 2, and like she's Yeah, I was in trouble.
Lewis is in the doghouse for having a
Wait,
beer.
No, I want to make sure I'm not Charlie. I'm not laughing about it and bragging about it.
You
were
were
off
bragging.
camera.
You
No,
were
no,
bragging
no,
last
no.
night. Do you want me to get the DMs out and show Charlie?
No,
You
because I've
literally-
accidentally put a TikTok on saying, "Oh yeah, the missus is angry at me," and then she watched that whilst angry, and she's like, "You're taking the piss out of
I
it."
could drop you in it, but I'm
Wait,
gonna do
Lou,
that.
what do you mean
Drop him.
accidentally? You accidentally posted a TikTok saying my
Well, I was
girlfriend's
really
angry at me.
drunk. I was really
Is that
drunk.
what you were
You
recording
were
in
not.
the
I don't
restaurant?
understand how you were that drunk. I wasn't. Like,
Tom,
Look at me.
we
The
weren't
light-
that.
Yeah, he's half-
We had like 5 points, and you left one.
I felt a bit silly.
wait, what, put me in the
felt
doghouse
silly.
even more. What were you saying?
No, it's not fair.
I don't need. What
Oh, go on.
No,
You can always take it
because
out.
chronologically we'll go through the night and then,
Yeah, we'll go-
and then I'll drop him in the
Yeah,
doghouse.
but
You two also ditched me to go and have food together. When
no, you. By the way,
He's
a
fucking
little snake.
Speedy Gonzalez, he disappeared.
So what he
immediately.
does is right. It's like, no, stay out, lad, stay out. No, one more. Like, no. And then he's sat looking at his phone, watching his Uber come, and he's trying to convince us all the way until the Uber arrives. As soon as the Uber's there, he's like, right, see you later. Then he's off an Uber,
yeah.
and he's straight away
what
home.
am I going to do? Stand around and beg you?
So you left up. Yes,
Yeah,
you were willing
we-
to do that all the way up until
I
the
asked
minute
you
that your
4
Uber
times,
arrived.
let's have one more beer, and you were like, no, my missus, I've got to get back and see my missus. And then you stay out for another hour?
That was the plan.
no,
actually.
because we went-
Like, why am I going to stand around?
Because he went to come with me to find me line
Line
bike,
bike, yeah.
and I was actually saying, no, you just go that way.
What, is he your
Exactly.
carer or something?
No, I
Like-
said-
The closest time I was literally like half a kilometre plus away.
I said you
sure
can go home, it's fine. But he came with us, and then like the line bike working, and then like we walked past the shoe,
And then Lewis had this strange idea that, like, oh, should we just go in and eat food?
no. By the
you
way,
think
it was
crazy and
no,
go
it
for
was
dinner?
his idea.
It wasn't my idea.
It was my idea
I
to go
definitely
back.
didn't want to go to Dishoom.
You did.
You fucking liar!
I wanted a kebab.
No.
I wanted a kebab.
It was your idea, and then we walked in. And I was like, I'll get a Dishoom, like, and then they said 15 minutes wait.
Such as
He said 15-minute wait, and we're like, oh, I'm not waiting that long. So we walked like 10 minutes away to go to this kebab place.
Yeah.
Closed, and then I was
Crown,
like,
by the way.
oh, let's go
People
back to
are
Dishoom.
familiar with that.
And we went back to Dishoom, and they were like 15-minute wait,
Yeah.
Well, so?
and then we had a Dishoom.
That's my point. Why didn't you say you were going for food?
I wasn't gonna do that. If
You're
didn't-
both snakes.
No,
That's
if
what I'm
you, if
saying.
you didn't
Hey,
snake us and make us wait
I think,
for your
I think
Uber,
we're all guilty of being snakes here because he vanished into thin air. We thought we were
if
going
you
sorry,
accompanied
sorry.
us, if you accompanied us
Oh
on the
my
journey
God.
to the line bike,
Why
you would
would
have
I
had a
do
curry.
that? Why would I do that if we're all leaving? Everyone said we're going home, and I had like a half-hour Uber back to live. So, like,
But it wasn't premeditated food.
My entire plan was to go home, and then at the moment he thought he could get a backside anecdote out of it, he was
Oh.
like, "Let's go for food."
So I don't understand this whole thing. I vanished into thin air.
You
We
did.
left the bar together.
Yeah, it was pretty
I got
crazy,
into
you
my
know.
Uber and went.
No, you
no,
were there.
but-
you were there one
but-
second, a turn back, and you were
yeah, but it was
sprinting
like, but it
down
was like
the fucking
how,
exit.
it was like how I viewed people going to the toilet. It was like we got outside and you just weren't there.
You
We were
just
like, how the
ramped off.
Yeah.
You could see his leg, his arse
That
jiggling
can't be,
away.
that can't be a. That can't
Mate,
be
you
a
were
word.
legging it.
I stood outside.
By the
still.
way, we couldn't assume he's covered in bird shit. By the way,
And you're hammered.
yeah, I'm absolutely smashed. Telling him it's our 1-year anniversary. He's genuinely.
We got a cake, we got a little pudding for it as well.
Did you kiss?
We got a card as well.
Yeah, they gave us a birthday
Oh, that's-
card.
Wait, they
fucked
actually thought you
up.
were like a really drunk gay couple.
Yeah.
That's
No,
hilarious.
I mean,
Well,
they must have got the idea that I really didn't like any interaction with him, and then he was being like really tactile.
I kept telling him that he doesn't like making a scene, but please help us celebrate our anniversary.
It's
That was
so
a
weird.
fucking, mate, you must have been so drunk to do that.
You've seen the
Yeah,
video
the-
where I'm feeding him the free dessert we got.
Oh, I got some videos from last night from him.
Yeah, wiped.
Okay, the free dessert, and I shove it in, goes up his nose.
You are so special.
Oh, it was a fruit.
Guys, it's business here. I'm here joined by Regal. Oh, I think someone's going right now. We've got business right now. Look at this. Oh, that is,
What was that?
is the one thing we need to get a table, by the way.
Oh my god, I was interviewing the waiter with the phone thing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mate,
I was pretending it was. I was pretending
He
the
was
buzzer
really
was a
drunk.
microphone,
He was really
and when the
drunk.
waiter was coming up, I was going,
What are you like?
"Any comments?"
He was really
Crazy.
drunk because the starters we had, they're like what were they like?
was like
battered peppers or
pepper
something
fries.
Like that? Yeah, pepper fries, and he was literally just going, oh.
Wait, we got this one here when he's in Dishoom. It's on the floor.
Beast.
I'm saying Regal.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I don't know. No, this is me doing the TikTok that I got told off
No,
for.
you were just sending voice notes to yourself going, oh, Beast Nation.
Do you think, so what did Charlie, she was annoyed about the TikTok, not you staying out?
No, with her. Can I just show you the pudding? I want to find this pudding one.
Can I guess what she was annoyed about? I reckon it was Lewis telling her he's going out for 1 pint and then rocks home at midnight.
I don't think he said
Smashed
that.
off
I
his
don't.
face.
Just wipes on my nose.
He's got shit on his face.
What was the dessert?
It's like chocolate pudding.
It was like
a chocolate pudding.
You know, when you get a chocolate fudge cake and you get the middle layer and
yeah.
it's like gooey fudgy chocolate.
Yeah.
It was like that, but without the cake and then ice cream.
Mate, this vlog,
Just like a-
I haven't even watched back the videos of the vlog so funny. There's one bit where you smack my hat off and my hair is minging. It's so glued to my head, and then he's just there going. It was ruining some poor person's like nice dinner out as well next week.
Well, actually, fuck those guys because they tried to take our food. Did you not remember?
Oh yeah, they started scranning our
yeah,
knives.
started scrunning our food. Well, that's our order, mate. You haven't ordered that.
You were scranned, you know.
Wait, there was people next to you getting
Yeah,
Jesus.
and they really enjoyed our company. Apparently,
They did enjoy your company.
yeah, they found us pretty funny. And
Oh,
the,
did they?
the waiter certainly found us.
Yeah, the
hilarious.
waiter enjoyed us.
They must
Yeah.
do you reckon you got to be out there with some of the most
Oh
drunk people
no,
rocking
I
up
brought
to this
in
shit.
I brought in the card that he gave us. It's in my bag. Damn, he gave us a handwritten card.
Yeah, it
for
said
our
happy
anniversary.
birthday.
It said happy birthday.
He says happy birthday.
A handwritten anniversary card.
I thought it was your anniversary.
But yeah, it was a happy 1 year anniversary for us.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
why was she annoyed at you then?
I think it's because and she has a very, very valid point. She has a very valid point.
why are you
And
laughing?
she is correct.
So why are you laughing?
No, I'm not being given the big bollock.
But you did say you're glad you weren't going home.
No, again, Charlie, if you're watching this is not truth. I'm being
Or is
honest.
the big man making making him
I'm-
look
no, I'm
really cool
speaking-
in front of
He
your
was,
boys?
he was halfway through.
No, no.
He was halfway through his Ruby Murray, and he went, "I'm so glad I've not gone home to that fucking."
Were you showing off in front of the boys, Lewis?
It's the procedure will be parliamentary. Continue.
Procedure will be
Oh,
parliamentary.
no.
So I informed Charlie wrongly and incorrectly that I would be home shortly.
When did you tell her this?
I told her this upon
At
arriving
7 o'clock.
at the pub.
At what time?
Probably 6:30.
Oh, that's
And what time
horrendous.
did you get home?
I arrived home at 11 o'clock.
Fucking hell.
4 hours late.
How were you out
Why?
that late? I was home by like 9:30.
I also
Yeah,
she cooked food.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Look, again, I'm sorry,
She
and I
cooked you
will
dinner?
make it up. She cooked me dinner. I'm sorry. Again, this is not me playing big bollocks.
but
Why-
you
why
actually
are you laughing?
But do you know
Because I'm
do you know what's funny?
his
Do
face
you know
is
what's funny?
just-
He actually knew that and then still suggested to go to the shoot.
Oh, that's so bad.
No, because it got to a point where
You're
I
a
was
terrible
I was
human.
messaging Charlie, and I was I knew I was in the shit, and I was trying to
Yeah,
figure
when it's
out.
too far gone, we
and
might
I was
as
like,
well
"Stop
just
it,"
go
and she's
in.
like, "I'm going to bed. You can just stay out whenever." Like she's not on the phone to me going like, "Get up now." She's actually really chill. It's just more me feeling really bad because I know.
because
Can we just say you owe me for that bill, by the way? I'm skinned.
Do my fuck, mate. I
you
offered to
pay him-
split it, and you went, "No, I'll get it."
No. You need to send
pay
me
half.
50. You need
I
to
will
send
pay
me-
half.
I'm
Pay
so,
actually more than half. Just pay all of it.
Well,
I
only
offered to pay for it. I literally offered to pay for it, and he was
Yeah.
like, "No, we'll split it." And then instead of going, "Oh yeah, can we split it?" He just went, "Beep."
And I
it's our
offered you
anniversary.
£50 million.
No, I mean, I just don't understand what. Surely they'd. If that's me, right? And my missus goes out, I'd stay out. I don't want you to come home.
No, but
Charlie said her problem isn't me going pub. She doesn't care. Go pub. It's me saying I'll be back shortly, and then keep.
Why did you say that?
That's what the problem is. Me saying I'm back shortly because I didn't intend to stay out that long.
Then she's
and then
cooked you
she's like,
dinner.
then she's got the food there, and like I'll reheat it when I'm home.
She's probably set candle dinner light out for you.
So I'm in the wrong. And hey, if you're out there, boys,
No, Charlie. You're talking to Charlie, not boys. Why do you wink at the camera for?
to the boys.
Let's hear it for the boys.
To the boys out there, hold your hands up.
No.
Sometimes. I'd say I was wrong, and that's Beast
address the Beast Nation.
Yeah.
Right, I want to come to you rightly here. The Beast Nation, I'm
Fucking
addressing
hell,
you
it's gone full
head on.
circle,
This guy's got
Hey,
too much
soldier,
power.
soldier. Continue.
Beast Nation,
Soldier.
always admit when you're wrong, and always fight for what's right.
Thank you
That's
for
the
that.
one vision you had when starting the show, wasn't it?
What?
That right there.
The Beast
It's
Nation.
finally come to fruition.
So how are you going to make it up
Addressing
to
your
her?
own nation of people.
I think I'm gonna get home today, and I'll probably just like I'll get
go
some
for a
flowers.
pint later?
But we already got flowers. I always got.
Luke, should we go for a pint later?
No.
Are you going to scram that
Come on, I need
food?
it.
Now I'm going to go home and spend time with Charlie. I actually want to.
It's not a chore.
No, I want to. I feel bad. Like, I shouldn't have went out
I
yesterday.
should have to do that
Oh, I think
today.
we should go for a pint after this.
Nah.
Just one in the sun.
I'll treat her. We'll go to like an Everyman. She likes Everyman.
Pardon?
She likes every man.
What? So, on one of the hottest days of the year so far, you're going to take us to the cinema?
Yeah, that's crazy.
In the future.
What? During
Are
the
you
summer?
are you off to watch Sinners as well?
Aye.
Because she likes Michael B. Jordan.
I don't think. Yeah.
You are playing catch up big time.
He's
there,
trying
mate.
to get away.
Don't worry, babe. I'll take you to watch your favourite actor at the
Do you
cinema.
know what's bad? By the time this episode comes out, I'm actually out the doghouse. But me talking about her here, I'm probably straight back
You're
in.
gonna,
off it.
no, you're going to loosen up.
Oh, Tom, that is.
Well, if you weren't,
No.
you weren't. That
Jesus.
film will.
Lou, you should actually take her out for a nice dinner outside, not in an inside.
I reckon you
cinema.
should go to the cinemas, back seats, stinky fingers.
Oh, fucking minging that.
That is-
Really
Myth.
minging. And what about you, Reeve? When you entered your
Oh,
door,
Reeve had to get permission to stay out as well. Honestly, these pair are fucking embarrassing. You go for a pint and they spend most of it on their phone asking if they can have the next pint. It's fucking embarrassing.
I was on my phone.
Have some fucking bollocks.
I was
there,
on
yeah.
my phone the least out of everyone in that group.
That is
Night.
not true.
Texting
That's
all
not
night.
true. It's not true. You were texting the fucking side men going, I've just been pooed on. Can I go on side plus?
you were doing that. You were doing that. You were asking to come on site.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
What was
So you was
that?
messaging me saying, mate, I'm not even that drunk.
Do you know, Theo, there's so many funny, fun stories that we had, and we bonded on another level, and we came in here and we expressed them, and it was a great time, and you could have been there.
Yeah.
Next time I go out and you're working, it would be exactly the same.
That never happens.
He never works.
You never come out, man.
You never
Why
go out.
did you just not like us?
I'm fucking working. Sorry, I'm grinding right now.
Oh, he
he's
gaslighted us
such
back.
a liar.
Just gaslighting
Did you
us,
watch the
dude.
video?
I did actually, yeah.
You didn't actually. You skipped half of it, you said.
I skipped the training bit. I don't need to watch that. I watched the Boston Marathon part.
The training
That's
sets
the
up
video.
the rest of the video.
I don't need to watch you running alongside fucking Hackney Marshes going, here I go, guys. I've got 12 more weeks.
Oh, the turn against each other.
He's coming to our side.
Say, if you came out, you'd be one
Yeah,
of us.
you're fucking boring, mate.
There I was. I used to be your number one supporter, and now I'm not.
Oh.
That's all I got.
Anyway, go on, carry on. So you clicked upload last night. So you were really busy. What else happened?
As I cycled home,
Oh, here we
I
go.
went through Victoria Park,
And it was really pretty.
and there were these like two kids up ahead, probably like
Shock.
That can't be
There we
story.
go.
Can we go with it?
13, 14, like.
Nah. All right, mate.
stopped
That's
at the
pushing.
They were on the side of
Yeah,
life.
what was your their age?
Yeah, yeah.
It's important. Is they were. They were on
Double checking.
the only thing
The
weird.
office- the
By the way, the only
officers
thing
app.
weird about this story so far is you go, "Ooh, the 13, 14." What is it? It says a lot about you, mate. Fucking.
Does it?
You've
Yeah.
just asked their
You
age,
asked
you
for
said.
age.
You're going up to kids in the park asking their age.
I guess their age. What are you on about?
Hey, backtrack.
Go on, carry
Go
on.
on, carry on with your enthralling story. Go on.
No.
Well, that'll be high demand for next episode.
Thank fuck.
All right,
No,
fine,
go
I'll
on,
do it.
carry on.
Come on, be smart,
I'm
Barry.
cycling. They look like they're up to no good. Oh, here we go. Troublemakers. up their head.
Okay, what were they doing that made them look like
They
they
were
were
on
up to no
the,
good?
you know, in
Snogging.
Victoria Park. You know that at the top of it, you got the tree bit like that, and there's a long straight. If you come in from the roundabout on the left, by where the ice cream truck is,
Yeah.
And most people watching aren't going to know what you're on about.
okay, whatever. They're on either side basically of the road.
Yeah, that's-
sticks in their hand. Oh fucking hell, here we go.
Pelted him.
And as I cycle past, they try and like yam their sticks into my wheel. Yeah, but I brake.
He goes, mate, what you doing?
What are you doing? Well, by the way, what's your
Mate.
age? You're fit.
Mate, what the flip?
What the crud are you doing to my bike? The sideman gifted me this.
Oh, was it that one?
No, it was the line bike. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened?
He doesn't even use it anymore.
He switched
Yeah, hang
into
on,
the
mate.
line
I was
bike.
on the line, and mate, because obviously line bike, I fucking crushed that stick. It didn't go in. I crushed it on my brakes.
Yeah.
I braked and I stopped.
Yeah.
Do you know what they did? Oh shit! They fucking sprinted behind the fence, and I stared at them. I got my glasses. I'm out. I stare at him,
Yeah.
and he sprinted. He shat himself. Right? I stare at him like this.
Did you have your
And then
helmet,
do you know what
white
he does?
helmet on?
Do you know
Oh,
what he
did you
does?
have your helmet on?
And your glasses?
No, just my hat and glasses.
Right.
Do you know after he shits himself and runs away? Do you know what he does? He sees me staring, and he goes, "What? Come on in." It's like, comes after me.
Right.
Feels like shit.
Yeah, so I start like, I'm like laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? And just cycled off.
So you got bullied by 12-year-olds?
Yeah, I just thought, what's this kid doing?
So the standoff and you just cycled away.
What am I going to do? Fucking start on a 13-year-old?
He started on the kid turned around, I was like, oh, well then. He was like, shit.
Yeah, but I thought, what 13-year-old kid has the confidence to like...
You know,
That is the
I'd
age
fucking
you do have
do
the
you.
confidence
Yeah.
to do that.
Really though?
Oh, what's the hard family and in-betweeners?
All right, look,
The little kids.
Oh, from Northwood.
Northwood.
Northwood to that.
Lou, big man in the corner over there. What would you do if a 13-year-old started on you?
No, there's nothing you can do. It's a bad fight to pick. I don't know why you're starting
I
on him.
started laughing, and his mate started laughing as well. Then I was like, all right.
So you were laughing in
just
the
got
park
into
with kids.
How old are you, by
What
the
are you
way?
going to do in the situation?
So basically,
Yeah.
he went to the park and met up with two kids and started laughing with them. I don't know what
And
you
you're
were
playing
doing.
with a stick.
Say it one more time and get the
And then
last
you were
one.
playing with the sticks behind a fence with them.
Keep going. There it is. Such shit banner.
Anyway, so after you cycled off, then what did they say?
What?
Were they shouting anything at you when you left or
I
not?
had my headphones in.
So how do you know
How
what
do you know
they
what they were
said?
saying?
He was like this. You could hear him.
Fucking grooving. Dance
How do you know? Hang on, if you got headphones in, how do you know what he said?
I can hear him when he's about 5 meters away, but I cycled off. He's miles away.
So he went.
Miles.
So he was behind a fence doing that.
Yeah.
What kind of fence we talking?
Why would
Like
he run
gate.
behind a
It was
fence
It was
and
a
do
gate.
that?
It was a gate. I don't know, mate. It was fucking weird. I was really weirded out by it.
That's a kind of a dick move for him, by the way.
Why?
Also, if you do it,
Trying to take him off his line bike. He'd
It's not-
fucking
you know,
break
it's
his
not- if it
ankle.
was-
No, he wouldn't have fell off the
No,
bike.
mate,
If it jams the wheel,
if it jams the
topples
wheel,
you,
you go
mate.
flying
Yeah,
forward.
if it didn't snap it, he'd be going flying.
Mate, they could
That
kill
would have been a
someone.
better story, though, wouldn't it?
Murdered by a 13-year-old child.
They're fucking mental. Should
I
we go
don't
find
understand how it would have.
If it's like a normal line bike's quite heavy,
them?
obviously there's fucking
It'll
idiots.
jam the wheel
How
to
big was
sudden
this
stop.
stick?
This big. Genuinely, it was like this big.
Battering around.
It was one of the biggest
It was
sticks I've ever
it was
seen.
a tree trunk.
But if it goes in like a little light bike,
It was
mate, that's
like-
killing someone.
No, that is not true.
Of course it could be true.
Of course it could be.
So really, you did the whole of
survived death.
Victoria Park a favour by
All that would have
crushing...
happened is you would have just slowed down, surely. There's no way you'd come off your bike.
No, because it jams it
could jam it,
completely.
yeah.
And
But that's the
imagine-
same as braking.
No,
Mate,
that's
if you do your
gradual
front brake
brake.
really hard, mate, you go flying forward, you idiot.
If you're rolling at a speed and that goes to a sudden stop, you go back over.
Have you not seen the meme where the
Yeah,
guy's
you do.
cycling and puts
This
the
is
pole
basic
through?
physics.
It's just basic having ridden a bike before.
Oh, here we go, Lance Armstrong.
Yes, can you give me my bike back?
And my fucking bag.
Oh yeah, and your
Bike
jacket.
bag.
He nicked my...
Did you go home and tell Jodie this story?
Yeah, I was like, just survived death.
I've just been bullied by
Stag
How
Grim
many of
Reaper
them
in the
was
back.
If he got him in a headlock, you just go back. You should have got him.
What
fucking
did they look like?
And I can't remember.
A little
They're
black
like
Grim Reaper
tracky- like
costume and a
tracksuits
sign.
and shit.
So whilst we were in beer garden, you were starting on kids.
They were starting on me, technically.
Are you gonna go
Yeah,
that
but you
route?
said
Or
you
are
gave
you
it-
gonna
you
go
said you
the?
gave it back.
Are you gonna go that route home today? Are you gonna go the long way home?
No,
now?
definitely the long way home.
Ricky eat white dog
Okay.
shit.
They got a bigger stick today.
They might have a fucking log.
I thought a kid called me Andrew Tate the other day.
You look nothing like him.
I was walking down a road
It's because you're
and there was,
an alpha?
there was a group of kids on the other side of the
Sense the
road.
aura.
And like I could see them like looking over at my side road. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna get a bit
It's
of
because
jibby.
you're really misogynistic the way you treat your girl.
And then they were like, one of them was like, "Oi, Andrew Tate!" And I was like, "I don't look like Andrew Tate." And I looked around and there's this like really small bald guy with a beard. So I just
So they weren't calling you.
Right, so it's just someone else entirely then.
yeah, but they were bullying him, not me. I was glad. 'cause
What
I-
was the point
I didn't
of that
really,
story?
I didn't really have a comeback for Andrew Tate.
They weren't talking to you.
They weren't on about
I know that's
you.
why I was glad because I didn't have a comeback in the locker. I would have been just looking like a bitch, but instead he looked like a bitch.
What the fuck?
That is just the most pointless. What are we talking about this episode then? Because we're just waffling.
I think that.
Oh, Lou was hoping that the Deshim story would probably last about 45 minutes.
I think we got. I think that was good. I'm having a
Oh,
good
that's
time.
what you kept saying last night. Guys, we've got a backside anecdote. We've got one.
I don't use the word anecdote.
He did.
Yeah,
He
I
does.
Did.
Oh, yeah, other than that occasion there.
Except from this, that's the first time I've ever used that word.
What word?
Anecdote.
Anecdote.
In what state? Massachusetts.
Okay, right, this just devolved into chaos.
Right. Have you got your facts?
Actually, really quickly, we can reflect on The Cube Part 1 and Part 2 is out.
Well, I can't reflect on
Part
it.
1, Part 2 is out.
You remember how it went?
Yeah.
And
I don't. I've zero
obviously,
idea.
if you haven't watched it, skip 10 seconds because I'm going to say the end result. Wafflin cheated.
Yeah, you
Blatantly.
did.
Oh, really?
Why did
Yeah.
you point at me?
Well, I have no idea what happened.
You allowed it, and also I
the
watched
ref?
back the Wafflin draft today because I'm like, I've been watching that and obviously whatever. But he goes,
I'm not doing any work or
just
anything.
thinking, well,
Wait, are you working on Wafflin?
yeah, I am at the moment on that vlog.
Oh, how the
But-
tables have turned.
On the game where we sub him in, he goes up to them two,
I know.
and he's like, "Should I fuck it up?"
Yeah, I know.
After letting
I
them
said
get away
that
with
to
the
you at
one,
the time.
after Joe on the last game, by the way,
Prove
fucking
it.
Joe Weller cheating, shouting
Joe.
instructions when we were going to win. It's shameful, you know.
They did cheat.
So what was the final game that you needed to win?
Also, Tom,
It was like you have to walk towards each other and meet in a square, but you got blindfold on.
Oh, okay.
And Joe was basically shouting, "Yeah, stop there! Oh, go this way, go that way, go."
Yeah.
It's like
Lewis, I'm not gonna.
sore loser. We had mounted the comeback of a lifetime.
I will say though, like
Were you a judge or?
I was impartial. I was fair and impartial
He
the entire
wasn't.
way. But I will say, like they were so like abnormally shit at this.
These two.
Oh god, there was-
Despite, I agree,
Mate, they
but
went into
despite
the
that, we
final game
mounted a
like
comeback.
4,000 points.
No, we didn't. The final game.
Not
After the
true.
final game, we were right in it. If they didn't cheat the final game, we won.
Yeah, that is
Like,
true.
genuinely.
So the scoring system is obviously like
It's like
flawed.
if
So
you
flawed.
if you do it quicker, you get more points. Is that right?
No, the first
No,
live.
for attempts, like
Ah,
less
okay.
lives. If you lose no lives, you get the most points.
But the more games, say game 1 and game like 6, game 1 is worth the least points, game 6 worth the most points.
But bear in mind,
That's because they're
so,
hard.
so you had
That's why
Joe
they got back
cheating the
into it.
first time when he marked the drop point on
At
the
least
ball.
you take
Basically, has to
defeat
roll the
really
ball
well.
into the tube. he cheated there. Then Theo cheated for them
Yeah.
on our game when he subbed in. And then
it.
they cheated again on the final game. And still, they only just won.
That is true.
Well, you didn't sub me in.
Do you know what that is?
We
Small
took the
dick
moral-
syndrome.
We didn't
We're
sub
used
me in.
to having adversity against us on this show.
Small dick
Why didn't
syndrome.
you sub me
we
in?
took the moral victory considering how
did.
bad we started as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't you sub me in?
We did, and that's the game you foxed us over
We
with.
subbed you in.
You purposely got
and
it
you
wrong.
cheated.
What one?
The one where the
memory
squares on the
test.
floor, you literally put... Because
We got that right.
No, you didn't
Second
the first
time.
Because I even went to... that's when I got the warning, because I went to shout, no, that one's wrong, and he purposely didn't change it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the 2-player game where we both had to work together?
odds.
That one.
Yeah, well, he did
So
his
why is
half-
that my fault?
Because his half was right.
You went
wasn't.
in.
Yes, it
Theo,
was.
You
Only
didn't
yours
even
was
look.
wrong.
You didn't even look at the
Wasn't.
floor
Yeah.
when it showed where it had to go.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
looking like this in the
Yeah.
I'm
sky.
the fucking hardest for this. Look how salty these are, guys are. It's embarrassing.
cheated.
No, we're
No,
not.
no.
You've just been caught. You know you did cheat.
I tried. What you saying? My memory cheated.
No, you purposely did.
You purposely. You said,
Yeah,
"Should I
it's on the-
sabotage
It's literally
this?"
filmed.
Yeah, on camera.
Wait,
you said,
wait. Hand on God. You think
Hand
I
on God.
purposely cheated in that?
Yeah.
Really?
"Yes,
You're both.
cheat. You did
I
cheat."
can't be believed.
You fucking idiots.
Right,
I
well,
remember telling him
That
at
is-
the time.
that is
he was
so rude
And by
to
the
say
way,
that.
Why is that rude?
By the way, he kept looking at the camera, going
Yeah, I know.
on the shot. Wait there.
Gaslighting me.
Gaslighting! You
Why
said
would I
on
cheat?
camera.
What do I have
you
to gain for that?
You said on camera,
Content.
I'm going to sabotage this. You went on to lose the game for us. You went on to then do a lot of winks and little thumbs up to camera. And we're gaslighting you by insinuating that you might have cheated.
I didn't cheat.
But we're the
I do that?
gaslighters.
You know what? Fuck you. Next time we do this, I will cheat. When we plan-
You did.
You has.
When we plan the next holiday video?
What holiday video?
Oh, fuck it. We'll make a video. Plan holiday.
Oh, I'm terrified.
That's really poor form from both
No,
of you.
it's poor
actually.
form from you.
We're getting gaslit so
I don't care,
unbelievably
but
hard.
people will
Where
have
they
seen the
really
video
get
where
down by
you
that.
cheated.
In the
You
context
literally
of this
cheated.
episode, people will have watched the video, so they can decide for
Yeah.
themselves.
He
right?
didn't come up to us and go, "Oh, should I sabotage this for them?" Or little winks
Not
to
once.
us. Exactly.
You got king gaslighting.
Do you know what?
Who
Because
is no?
oh my God, Max, it's all true.
Gaslighting.
You didn't. You caught them
what
cheating.
part of what we've said isn't true?
The fact that you think I purposely
No,
cheated.
no, no. What
is
part of
true.
what we've said
The
isn't
cheating
true?
bit, accusing me of cheating.
You caught them
So you
cheating
didn't go
and
over to
didn't
them and say,
penalise
"Shall I
them.
sabotage them?" You
I wasn't being serious, even if I did.
And then you didn't purposely when all the squares, come
squares,
up, you didn't look up
on my
you didn't look
life,
up.
the squares I tried to...
What about the
I was gonna win.
what about the final game? What about the final game where they're all cheating?
I'm just doing as I'm told. Why don't you do
Doing
something,
as
mate?
told, you're the ref.
They subbed me in, which you had the opportunity to do, and I tried to do that. So when I'm subbed in, I have to try and win. Do you want me to cheat?
No.
It'd actually be cheating if I was trying not to win.
No, why are you not correcting Joe?
'Cause I'm not ref then. I'm fucking trying.
You were the ref.
I got subbed in.
Which one did you get subbed
The
in?
last
to?
one.
I don't have any
Which one
idea
was
what
that?
you're on
One.
about.
There was a moral victory
I
in
can't
there
remember.
for Team Backsides.
I can't be taking part and ref at the same time. I've got a fucking blindfold on. I can't see if I'm in or not.
Oh no, yeah, I don't know why you're moaning it in for that.
What are you on about?
No, also because because he did cheat because he had a practice
started
run
again.
as well.
Oh yeah, you
After he
did
failed,
actually.
He had a
Yeah,
practice
you
run
did.
and
he had the guy.
and
to
measured
go,
the amount
yeah.
of steps. And
You
the guy
you
told
weren't
you
meant
off.
to have practice, and you were like
But at that point,
measuring
I
out
was
the
ref.
steps.
I was ref at that point.
Oh my
I
god!
genuinely hadn't been
Oh
subbed
my
in then. I
fucking
hadn't been
god!
subbed. I didn't know I was getting subbed in at that
So
point.
why were you in the queue?
No, Theo, this was after
I
the
was ref,
first.
I had to intro everyone.
This was after
didn't
the
I?
first life. No, it's after the
You're
first
a
life.
liar.
All right, pro basketball player, mate. We all saw you went in
No,
there.
he's changing it. He's changing the subject.
It would be better for you just to hold
You're
your
just
hand
getting
up and
angry
say,
at your king. I'd calm down if I were you.
Oh, he's the gaslighter now. Theo, just admit you sabotaged it.
I promise you I didn't.
You did.
I promise you I didn't.
We should have that
In
top
fact, you should be
dog
grateful to me. You should be
podcast.
kissing my fucking shoes, to be honest.
Why? For failing the.
Without me, there is none of these 3 shows.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll walk away from the lot.
Oh, bro gets caught out for cheating and threatens to quit. Oh god.
Maybe I will.
It's unbelievable head loss. Without me, none of this exists.
He just went full on villain there.
Yeah.
On my heel.
Anyway, so yeah, we
That
lost.
was good. Any other good things
Yeah, at
happening
least
on
you
that?
were fucking happy.
We
about
had
it.
we had quite a few
Take it well.
arguments on there.
You were really bad though. Like really
That's what I'm
bad.
saying. It wouldn't
No,
care.
this is the problem actually. 'Cause
But I know-
You
but
don't strike
you
as
were
a person that's
claiming to be good
coordinated.
though.
no,
That's
because
the
Tom,
thing.
even watching back, so the first game where we
Watching
won,
back, I look green.
on the first game where we won the points, you did the first one sides there, and we both agreed that's fair enough, equal. We got it wrong.
Can you understand a word he
We
said?
got it wrong on
No,
the
mate,
first
we're
goal.
talking about the throwing one when you had a tactic.
No, we'll get
of
round
one
there.
throwing low, one throwing high. I think
He
you
kept throwing it wrong.
you were throwing like high and he had to throw low and Lewis chucked it up.
Also, you dropped it, mate, when we were going to actually do it.
Lewis, I am not. I was not very good at it. I'm not denying
You
that.
were claiming to be an ex-basketball
But yeah,
player.
you claimed throughout how good you were at everything. The first game you fucked up. The first 2 throws you missed. Then to be fair, I missed the third shot. But I don't know what you were trying to do. You were asking me how should we throw it. And I was like, just fucking throw it. Like you're overcomplicating throwing a ball
To be fair,
at a wall.
that was-
and then
So bad.
And then the one, yes, it's
What
all
happened
right.
on the last one?
No, and then the one we're throwing up
Trying to
with
take the
the
victory.
boxes, yeah. The boxes. The tactic was I throw high, you throw low. So yes, I did drop it. Do you know why? Because I'm expecting it to come low and you're throwing it fucking high.
No, but it was working for us.
How was it working?
wasn't.
We didn't do it.
You failed it.
Okay,
And then the one where we're moving the fucking balls, you turned to me and went, trust me, I was nearly a pro basketball player. I'll be really good at this. You didn't even get halfway. At least when I failed, I nearly got to the end.
You got 2 goals. You failed twice.
I did it first time.
You failed twice. You had extra time.
Pezu.
How about this? On the first one, when we got points, when we actually got points on that, I'll say it's there, and you're like, no, Lewis, it's high.
Oh, and then-
I'll say, no, shut the fuck up. And I said,
forgot one as well.
and I said, no, lock it in. I'm right. I locked it in. You would have been wrong there. I got it right. On the other one, we had to throw at the same time. You missed the fucking the whole thing. Yes, you did.
no,
you twat.
no.
Yes, you did.
After you did twice.
Yes, you did.
You failed on the basketball one twice. I've only failed once, dickhead.
Right. And then, this is a good one. The last one where we're meant to be in the cohesion together, going up this ladder. Where after we failed it 3 times, Lewis went, oh, were you meant to look at the floor where the actual ladder was? So I said, so you weren't looking at the floor?
Yeah, that was a howler. Now, I just thought.
And I'm like, what chance have I got with this fucking idiot?
I thought we were just going off
to go
tempo.
with this.
I thought we were just going off tempo, so it was like 1, 2, 1, 2,
Whilst
1, 2,
watching?
1, 2. I wasn't watching.
Honestly, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that one was thick.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's
That
good fun
one's-
though. I'll go back.
Yeah, it was class.
I will never do that again.
We do have a
with you.
laugh.
Yeah,
We'll have a look.
We did. Oh,
I actually didn't have fun.
No, but all we
right?
said, we mounted a good comeback.
Double date.
We did all right, yeah. I genuinely didn't have that much fun though because I was in a
devastating?
stupid
Is it
Because he
outfit.
made you what you wear.
I was in a stupid outfit with you,
We were dressed as
just being
Theo.
an idiot.
We dressed as Theo.
You were dressed as Theo pre-transplant and after transplant.
Yeah. They were
So the same.
we were post-transplant, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. I'd say the other way around.
But yeah, no, I am being ungrateful. It was a fun day, and it was.
Yeah,
I would go back, and it would be fun to go back, not with you guys, but with like my real friends or my girlfriend.
Double date vibes.
Yeah, maybe you.
Aye.
That's beast mode. Yeah. Not else really happened there, did it?
What the hell did you just say?
Not else really happened there, did it?
already hit.
You know, the worst thing is, as this comes out, we will have filmed Come Stag With Me 1,
Yeah.
but I'm not allowed to know anything.
Oh, we can talk
tomorrow.
about it.
No, you can't though.
we can't.
Isn't it
We've got really
surprise?
drunk.
Yeah, there are more vlogs coming though.
Wait,
so
do we need to wear
subscribe
it? Luke,
if you want to see vlogs.
Do you need to wear anything?
He's got outfits, I think.
I'm almost certain that I'm not gonna wear the thing I turn up in.
They're going to dress you up as a.
Okay, right.
What's funny about?
Right, yeah. Okay.
So,
Can I talk to you about...
what are we going to do for your birthday? I guess it's
Well, the
31.
week after we're doing another Come Stag With Me on my birthday week.
Oh, so that's your birthday.
Well, the week commencing my birthday. Sorry.
Yeah, we should say come stag with me coming up is come dine with me, but stag do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we all have to choose a stag do for Revo.
Yeah.
Do we
Beast
though?
mode. So, make sure you subscribe and 5 stars.
Wait, so effectively, what I gather is Lewis has chosen 3 stag do's.
Yeah,
and
Lewis-
it has to be-
No. They've chosen stag do's for you. I haven't had a say. in mine.
Yeah, because
Lewis
Tom's
is being
was-
a dictator.
No, that's what I mean. He's
By the way,
chosen
we
for
already
each of
spoke
you.
about this on here, and you agreed with what
First
I
of all,
said.
mine is organised by me.
Yeah.
Lewis's is organised by me, and
No,
Tom's
it's
is
just-
organised by Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay, what aspect did you organise in mine, Theo?
All of it.
Okay, he just put me in contact with the people I needed in contact. That's all. His
That is-
ego
that is quite important, though.
No,
That's
look,
the-
the whole planning, the whole idea, the whole organising everything was all me.
The
only
idea
thing he
is
did.
stolen off YouTube.
No,
Not.
Nah. Well, every idea's off there.
Why would you say that? I'm just going to say
No, but they're coming out. They're going to be beast mode. It's going to be beast mode.
But why aren't you
central.
letting Tom do a stag do? Can you?
already-
Tom say the
Because
ones
yours
you
is
got
too expensive.
But can we say
We already
what the ones you said but rejected were?
Theo, he spoke about this on here. He wanted to go to like F1 Arcade and stuff, and you agreed it's a shit
Fucking
video.
that is shit,
No.
yeah.
It was going to be no. That you. Oh my god, that wasn't. My
was.
idea was to go to like Benidorm and go golfing,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then go
no,
out.
Oh, that would have been
Go
cold.
golfing.
That would have
Yeah.
been
Good
so
channel, that.
good.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't just have like an infinite pot of money.
And I said,
where
all
we
right,
can
then we'll
just
do
go
it in
anywhere.
England. We'll do it in England.
Wait, you're telling me backside doesn't make any money?
And then then I was told, well, his one's too expensive, so I need a cheap one. So my cheap idea was
No, yours is the medium one.
my idea was just a cheap day in London, going to like Flight Club, F1 Arcade, like loads of different
Boring.
games.
Terrible video.
Yeah.
What
Terrible
other,
video.
All right, what else would I have done? Then just
The one we're doing, which is
Strip
way
poker?
better.
I don't even know what we're doing for mine.
Also, mine's gonna be fucking class. You guys are gonna hate it though.
So yours is 2 days. Yours is 1 day. Yours is 2 days. Yours is 3 days.
Yeah, but
Is that
2
what I
nights.
gather?
Is mine 2 days? I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's in the calendar for an
We need to figure out dates because the holidays are fucking it
mine.
all.
Yeah, I need to. I've got a provisional dates for mine.
Yeah,
The
well, he
provisional-
has
Oh no, yeah, I
provisional as
do remember what we're doing, and I think that's more expensive than my idea of golfing in England.
well. Oh, really?
Genuinely, way more expensive.
Really?
Yeah. It definitely is.
We should just go to like the Cookman.
We could literally just go to like half-penny course by mine where no one gives a fuck.
Again-
Just
Yeah.
get pissed around there.
Again, it's like.
Are we doing that?
We're going to go to the Ingsford.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh, we can go back to the Black Country Museum.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love that place.
With the fake people.
I love that a lot. That was one of my favourite things I've ever done.
Really? Because you gave me a shit score, so
No, but I said I loved the museum.
right.
It was a really good time.
Who do you think's going to win this one?
Me.
Probably Theo.
Well, he
I
has
know
the
who
expensive
won't.
one, to be fair.
Me.
Yeah.
It's going to be 6 equivalent days of me saying yes to
Wait,
everything
can I
you're
ask?
going
Are
to do.
you the only person rating them, or are we all rating?
No, he rates
I
them.
rate them, but obviously I know that I have to say yes to everything, so it's going to be a pretty bad situation for
But,
me.
so yeah, you have to say yes to everything, but also
I'm very game for everything. I'm really looking
just
forward
the winner
to it, but
gets to plan the
also-
real one.
Can we bring children?
What?
You've just said the words on camera. You will say yes to anything.
All right, okay.
You did say that.
Well, so long as they're not the 13-year-olds that
Weapons?
bully
Can
Theo.
I bring weapons of mass destruction?
Okay.
Butt plug, you could bring the thrill dough.
Oh, tell you what, I'm not going to bring your fucking invention. Jesus Christ.
I might actually. Well, that's probably a good. That's probably a good
Why
invention.
do- oh, that's what you could do for us. You could do all the independent coffee shops in London.
That's probably a good invention for a stag, though.
Why would I do that?
That was his other invention.
We're going coffee rating around London
okay.
for your stag do. You fucking dick.
Do you know there's a new serial killer in America?
Okay.
There's like 18 deaths all in the same area in the past like 3 weeks.
And it's been confirmed it's one person.
No.
Okay, so it's not a serial killer then.
Do you have to start Mobland?
Thank you. Good, right?
That's good.
Yeah, thank you. You're coming over to the dark side, mate.
Dark side.
I do want to.
Mob.
I am going to give that one a go, but I've got to finish Moneyball.
Yeah, Moneyball's beast mode. Do you just want to hear about Detective Flowers?
Yeah, go on. You know what, mate?
This is fucking pretty impressive.
Hesitantly, yeah.
so buzzing for this.
By the way, actually, we won first. He shaves his armpits.
Yeah,
is
that was
weird.
the weirdest thing.
I've never done that.
That's fucking weird.
Can you elaborate?
Do you not get scratched? Like, is it not itchy?
Do you go like clean shaven?
No, I haven't done them for a few
Oh,
weeks.
you groom your armpits, mate. That's fucking wrong.
It's way cleaner and it's way...
No, it's not.
just nicer. You don't have like all strangly hairs coming out. It's disgusting.
I've never shaved my armpit. I've got the original armpits.
Yeah, but you stink
Yeah.
regularly.
I've got the OG. You smell more without armpit hair.
It's not true.
That is true.
I promise you that's not true.
I promise you
I
it is
reckon
true.
you've got like an armpit fetish and like licks your armpits or something.
Where is that come from? That's projecting.
Yeah, that is definitely projecting.
And also, have you heard about the female gaze, by the way?
They exist, yeah. What do you
What is the male gaze?
No, apparently it's a thing where like women are attracted to like conventionally unattractive men, and it's normally like people who are like a bit taller and skinnier and maybe like a bit nerdy.
Are
And
you trying to...
Did you see
I think-
Ollie Mers's tweet about this?
what?
No.
So
Surprisingly, I don't
notifications
follow
on.
Ollie Mers.
so he basically...
Just realised what he said. Have you seen Ollie Mers's tweet?
I saw it on Facebook or something, but anyways,
First of all, who goes on
Yeah.
Facebook
Yeah, I
in
don't know.
2025?
sound like a right gimp, but
How's he
sorry.
tweeting on Facebook?
I can't find it. He might have deleted it, but he's lost a bunch of weight and got like ripped. and he-
I have seen this
And he
tweet.
posted a photo like out of interest, like males, which is more
It
attractive.
wasn't
and
Ollie Mers who tweeted that. Someone tweeted it. It's a picture of Ollie Mers. Ollie Mers didn't tweet what's more attractive.
In which one am I fitter, guys?
Yeah, it was
I did think
basically...
it was a bit weird, but males
I know
all
what
said
you mean.
the shredded one, but the
Women all said the
women
other
all
one.
said the
Yeah.
like dad bod.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So normal.
I
Yeah,
think-
the only adulation you get from like becoming really muscular and shredded is from other blokes.
So you're actually the ugliest one here.
Probably.
I just want to bring
I'm
this.
actually the fittest.
I want to bring it up because
Well,
you're
that'd
not.
be him, wouldn't it?
I'm actually more the
That's
female
like
gaze.
nerd, mate. That's like nerd.
I'm
body.
actually the female gaze, and like I just wanted to. If there's like, I just want to
I
point out
definitely
that
have the most dad bod here.
No way.
No,
You're actually
but-
quite shredded.
No, you've
definitely
got
have less
muscle
body
on you. I felt,
I've got
felt
a
it-
belly.
I felt
No.
his pec yesterday, and it was like fucking.
Yeah,
So let's
that-
do it.
yeah.
Get your belly off. I bet you have less body fat than I do.
No way.
Go on in.
I've got loads of body fat.
oh,
That's not much at all.
it's not that much, mate. That's just normal human
Yeah,
fat.
it's dad bod. You've got way less.
That's
You're
a lot
bent
more.
Over. You stand up.
I don't know what's happened here.
And now trousers off, guys.
You're doing that.
No, I'm not.
You're breathing out.
promise you I'm not.
You are.
I'm just bloated.
Look, if I do that, like that.
How's this?
Yeah, solid, mate.
Like a little pot belly. I've definitely got, and you've got bigger pecs and arms and shoulders than me. Like,
Keep
I
talking.
definitely have a dad. Oh my god.
Oh,
What are
Lewis.
you doing?
Oh, Lewis, stop doing that. It's really uncomfortable to watch. I think Lewis wins.
I've got the female gaze.
But wait, so are you just trying to like push another narrative of you having another army
That I'm the
of
most attractive.
people?
No, that I'm the most attractive on the
Right.
pod. Is
So
what I'm trying to say.
you've got Beast Nation now, and
I'm also the most attractive.
So when you walked in really pissed last night, Charlie was really angry at you until she saw you.
She just female
And then it
gaze.
all just dissipated.
Female gaze.
And then she just pounced on you.
It's the new
She
order.
ripped your clothes off. She licked that podgy belly.
Oh,
Right. Anyways,
God.
And then she pulled out your massive 2-inch penis. And she went to town on
And
that
he
thing.
He went, careful, love, I just had a curry.
you're
Yeah, I don't know. Just
Mark
funny.
Rashford.
And then,
He's back.
and then she went, don't worry, pet, that's how I like it. And she gave you a nice rim job with all your hairs poking out your bum hole. I should write
erotic novels.
erotic novels, I think.
And then she went,
Write an erotic page.
fuck it.
of-
You're meant to be bringing your journal in.
I thought you'd forget about that.
No, you've got to bring your journal in, lad.
No one
Oh,
wanted
the
that.
journal.
Oh,
Where's
shit,
your
yeah.
journal?
what do you mean?
You're both bringing in the journal.
I thought
I said I'd do when he does it. I don't mind.
I thought we were forgetting about
No,
that.
have you got it on your phone?
No, you write it down. Journaling on phone is just
Fucking
very
embarrassing,
very
isn't it?
rare.
I might do it in the future.
I'm going to start journaling.
Oh God.
Just like, then we can all share.
Yeah, but you.
What is yours
They were all
gonna
going
be?
to come in and
we
write
had-
down.
today, had a run.
Yeah.
Had more things sent by Adidas.
I can't run, actually.
We had this discussion in Madrid, and the way you think, you don't need a journal.
Madrid.
What are we talking about?
In the back of the taxi, you were like, well, so what do I write for a journal? And you were like, oh, I woke up and I looked at the sun.
But Theo has no conscious thoughts in the
Looked at the
moment. so he
sun.
No,
can't.
but do you remember? And I was like, no, the point is you try and work out how you feel and then write it down. You don't. It's not like a.
He can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's
Look,
why I
he's
said he doesn't
actually
need a
baffled
journal.
by the concept.
Yeah, that's why I said he doesn't need a
It's
journal.
complete
But you
me.
feel how you feel.
Because I feel like if I was more built like him in my brain, I'd live a happier life.
Yeah, but you feel how you feel.
His journal would literally be, put one foot in front of the other, then lifted arm to drink. It would be like he'd narrate his day.
It'd be a diary, not.
He wouldn't be able to
yeah.
go,
I have deep thoughts.
Go on then.
I do.
go on, give me a
Go
deep
on then.
I
thought.
can only access them when I'm running.
You only what?
Right, get up, jog on the spot, and tell us something.
Because when you're like running or cycling or exercise, right, you're not really like
Mental
thinking.
clarity, I get
Clear
that part,
mind.
but,
The only
like,
time I can really think.
wait, so you can't recall a single thing that you've had mental clarity on from
Right
a run
now,
and say that now?
right now, tell me how you're feeling. Give me like an emotional description of how you feel right now.
lethargic.
Oh no, that's mentally how you feeling.
Mentally,
No, but that meant as in like, I
physically-
feel a bit bloated.
Yeah, like mentally how you.
He's diverted straight to how he feels in terms of food.
no, lethargic. My legs are a bit tired.
Okay,
No,
that's-
okay,
yeah, yeah.
mentally then, not physically. How do you feel right now?
I'm excited for tonight.
Yeah. So you go. You can.
So I'm
You're
feeling excited.
Yeah.
You feel.
I feel excited.
Yeah. Today I feel excited.
Yeah, but that's easy. He goes, I feel excited. Why?
Oh yeah, but he's a
Because-
weird,
But
isn't
that's,
he?
yeah, that's that, yeah.
That is.
And then and
that's
by
how
the
you-
time you finish your
Hang
paragraph,
on.
you're not
You
feeling
just
excited
said why
anymore.
you feel excited.
Yeah, no, but he then by the time he finishes his paragraph, he's now not feeling excited anymore.
I mean, I
Well,
feel
that's more the
excited.
point. If you
Yeah, I'm
say, I
feeling bored.
feel anxious, and then by the time you've finished writing, you're not anxious anymore.
How's that going to like?
Because you stop being anxious.
A lot of the time, it's not positive. You don't need to write down positive thoughts.
Right, give me an example. What would you write down right now?
Today I want to die.
I really enjoy spending time on this show, and no, see, but this is why it doesn't work, does it?
man.
And then
Shoot
you
me.
follow it on with
Why?
because you're all really good friends. And
Oh God!
This is what, and you want me to bring the journal?
Why?
It'll be awful, man.
Please bring
because of the connections we've made over the last decade.
I need
Why?
that journal in here. You have to bring that in.
No, it'll just
You
be
fucking
sad.
weirdo.
No, it'll be. It'll
What
just
day
be
did
sad.
you two first meet? That's why I want to see the day about it when he journaled.
Yeah.
You
I
think I
met
journaled because I
the
met
most
Tom
beautiful
Garrett?
guy today.
I met someone who resembles my childhood bully,
I think it'll just.
And now
like,
And I
to
gave
work.
him a job.
and now it. Oh yeah.
I think you will be very disappointed. in
No,
terms
no.
of
I'll
the
laugh. I'll
content.
piss my pants.
No,
I
you'll be
need to bring
disappointed.
it.
It's just going to be depressing.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
not funny.
it
I wanna-
will be.
Wait, so Lou,
Yeah.
you're telling me you hide your real emotion and sadness, and there's a lot of pain behind your
I
eyes?
need to feel your sadness inside of me.
Oh my God, there is.
Not in that way.
Hey, let's open up. Where does the pain and sadness come
Yeah,
from?
come on, tell me.
Is it from your time in Afghanistan?
I think Afghanistan.
Did you remember the journal, by the way? You're the one that brought it up.
No, he
Or was it? Oh, you
didn't.
did.
I brought it up.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Why?
I didn't. think
he
you'd
had a
remember
memory.
that. Yeah.
You do have a memory.
Yeah.
Yes. So, what is it from Afghanistan?
Right, if this gets how many likes do we normally get on the
No, I
pod?
want to see 50 comments of Tommy
No,
G.
like,
Tommy
we'll do
G
it.
is the beast
one
mode
more time?
general.
Oh.
Beast node.
If this gets 5k likes,
No, if we
5k
get
likes on the pod.
no, if the channel gets 50k subs, bring your journal in.
Yes, fair enough.
Yeah, you have been thanking them for that.
Detective Flowers.
Where do you say the pain stems from?
Yeah.
Is it childhood trauma?
No,
Often, isn't
Did your
it,
daddy
really?
touch you?
Have
No.
you got any do you have trauma from school?
no.
Is it from Afghanistan?
Are you sure?
I don't think I have any trauma.
Were you bullied?
Is it
I
because
had
sleep-
spurts of bullied, yeah.
Is it
I
because-
also had spurts of being a bully, though.
Oh.
Sabina?
Yeah, it does happen.
What do you say?
Damn.
The bullied becomes the bullier.
does happen,
The bullier becomes the bullied.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Who did you bully?
When you get bullied, you turn into a bully.
oh, you were a bully.
No, it was like...
You were a bully.
Yeah.
No, it was,
He beats the pussy up.
I wasn't a bully, but I can remember instances where I've acted like a bully in primary, but then I went to secondary and you're like now a smaller fish in a bigger
You
pond and then
remember like,
being
how you
bullied.
acted in primary school?
Yeah.
I can remember things, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. Theo, I can't remember anything since the age of 16.
What's the most vivid, earliest memory you actually have?
Oh, great question.
I think
I know mine.
25 at
I
McDonald's.
was about 4 and I was at a farm we went to a farm like to feed goats.
Yeah,
and
I think mine's
and I remember it
with a-
stunk and I spent the whole day doing that.
Yeah.
I remember egg and cress sandwiches in reception.
See, that's like when you're 4 or 5.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's a cress and egg sandwich.
But it's a food memory.
I remember my first kiss was in reception in like one of these tunnels with this girl.
I think your superpower and
Just
your
a
connection
Lothario
to the
from
past
early, wasn't I?
is through
I don't
food.
know what I remember.
Yeah, because I remember Roman Day in year 4.
Because
ate
his
lentils
most
for
vivid
the first
memory
time.
is an egg and cress sandwich.
A Roman dad. I don't know if we did that.
Roman Day. We had to
Maybe
dress
we
up as
did.
Romans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and,
had that.
and had lentils and that.
Lentils on that.
We did.
I remember I drew a crocodile, but he had a circle head.
Fuck you know.
Okay.
And what was that? When was that? Last week?
Yeah.
I drew,
It's on his fridge in the flat.
I
It
drew
went on the wall in
I
primary
drew a
school.
fox.
All right, then give us this fact you've been dying to tell us, and then we'll do
Yeah, 3 weeks in the making.
and then
this
we'll
one.
finish with the Gaz Gobbles.
Detective Flowers. So, boys, cast your minds back to 1966.
Can't do that, mate.
England, England, England.
Cleve Baxter was pouring himself a nice cup of coffee, right?
Cleve?
And Cleve.
Cleve.
And essentially, he had like a plant there. And Cleve is like, he
His name's already changed.
Cleve?
Khalifa.
He said Cleve.
Cleve. Yeah.
Hurry up!
What's just happened?
So, Cleve is a lie detector guy. And this is back when like it was just coming about lie detectors. It was pretty like, whoa, they thought it was like certain.
What's
or,
the
like,
real name from him again?
Cleve Baxter.
Polygraph.
Polygraph, that's it. Yeah.
Aye. Anyways, he's making a coffee.
Not the bloke.
Aye.
Aye. Polygraph, aye.
Aye. So he has a plant there and he's making a coffee and he's like,
Lou, slow down your talking.
I wonder what happens if I hooked up the plant to the lie detector.
Fuck off.
That doesn't say that. You've made that
Yeah,
up.
you're chatting shit again.
So
He didn't say that, did he?
No,
Like,
no.
he has
Who,
to make
who
the coffee.
thinks,
He
who
has a
thinks to
plant.
put a lie detector on a fucking plant?
He was just curious. He was making a coffee in the morning. He's just like, I wonder what happens.
And the plant
he
went,
hooked-
no, I'll tell you everything.
Please.
I did it. All right, I did it.
So he hooks him up and he like asks the plant some questions.
Fuck off, Louis.
No, he does.
Do you know
He's a maniac.
what plant was
The
it?
guy's a fucking maniac. So he's a mentally ill patient.
Yeah.
This is the story.
Has he-
Lewis,
Has he picked up like the plant's heartbeat or something? Like,
before that, he was writing his name in shit on the wall.
Yeah.
Then he was asking plants if they committed crimes. You're a fucking idiot.
And so he asked the plant like,
What plant was it?
well, he asked, what are you?
He can't say it's a sunflower.
What's your name?
name.
What's your name? Plant.
Planting the plant.
But how the plant can't
plant
talk,
says-
though.
the
How's
pla-
it answering?
The plant says nothing.
Oh,
sharp.
Bloody hell, what a good
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
That's the end of the story.
So it's
Yeah, the
completely...
fucking the line on the graph is just flat.
And then he got sectioned because he's a fucking
So-
maniac asking plants their names.
So like,
Do you mind if I make love to you?
Also, by the way, but you wouldn't ask the plant his name. You'd say, "Is this your name?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
so already he's doing the test
are you a
wrong.
plant?
Oh, it's yes or no.
Yeah.
Are you a
Yeah,
plant?
you can't ask leading questions in the
Is
thing.
plant
can
your name?
Is plant your name?
you? Yeah.
You know? So the plant doesn't react. So he's like, oh, I wonder if it like responds to physical pain. So he puts a leaf in his hot coffee. Nothing happens. So he takes it out. He's like, And he's like, maybe it's not enough. And then he thought,
Sorry, is this plant still like connected
Hooked up,
to its
yeah.
roots and that?
yeah, hooked up in, yeah.
So how you
Hooked
dipping
up.
So just dip the leaf in the.
it? Right, gone.
So then he's like, that's not painful enough, maybe. So maybe if I
Cut it off.
Shot him.
Yeah, chopped it off.
well,
Answer me now, boy.
so he decided to, because normally with a human, if you're not getting a reaction,
Sorry.
I want to know who's ever told this story.
This maniac.
guy.
Is that we're supposed to believe this?
no, this is gonna get crazy. So,
You know.
Yeah,
so Cleve normally with the plant, right? With the human, you need if they're not giving you a reaction, you threaten the human because it'll give you a reaction.
Oh Jesus!
It'll give you a
Christ.
reaction, and that's not believable. He is just testing things here. He's just being silly.
Yeah, any goofy moves.
So he starts threatening the plant.
How many drugs
I'm gonna
was he
fucking
taking?
kill you. I'm gonna I'm gonna fucking smash your face in.
Yeah.
And like the plant doesn't react. So finally, the last thing he does, he thinks, I'm gonna set a leaf of it on fire. As he thinks that,
Fucking arsonist.
reaction on the lie detector as he thought it, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Let me see where you're at. So at this point, he's like, "My life has just changed forever." How the fuck?
What? Because what? Why?
The plant read his thoughts.
You are a fucking maniac, mate.
By the way,
It's not that the polygraph was getting warm off the fucking flame.
No, he didn't light it. He thought about lighting it. So he hadn't even lit it yet. He thought
You're
maybe...
telling me the only explanation to that could be the plant read his mind.
No, at that point, there's many other explanations, I agree.
Yeah,
but this is the start of his research.
Oh, my reason.
I can't believe it. Lewis just said at this moment he thought his life had changed forever.
So he starts doing loads of other tests and testing how to provoke reactions, and it would give him reactions, and it was like the plant knew him in a way. Like it's like the plant recognized that he was okay and was friendlier with him on the polygraph test. So what he did for one big test was he basically set a timer, set the polygraph off, and went outside into New York. And he just every single time something traumatizing or bad happened, he wrote it down and with the time. And he came back and compared the time anything traumatizing happened with the reactions on the polygraph test, and they matched up bar for fucking bar.
Right.
Or somehow the plant knew when he was going through distress, despite not being in the same room.
Wow. Psychic plant.
Yeah, all right, but I don't know if this is true.
It is true.
Tom, what do you mean you don't know if this is true?
Where have you got this from?
My book.
What book?
By the way, my book, which has delivered complete facts so far. Jesus, right in Yellow Submarine.
My, it's that book.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. Carry on.
It's true. And also additional research I do. Anyways, he's become mates with the plant, and he's like, so what did he do? He brought his mate Bob in, right, and played like good cop, bad cop with the plant, with a different plant that wasn't the original one, to see if like maybe that's a special plant.
Yeah.
And started being good cop, bad cop. So one would be really nice a plant, and the other one would like threaten him, and be like, "I'm going to beat your fucking head in." And essentially, it would give different reactions when each one went in the room, where it would be like, it would know one's a danger to it and no one's friendly. And it wouldn't give any reaction when it was a danger.
But surely, if they're only pretending to be good cop, bad cop, they're not thinking that they're actually going to beat the plant up.
Surely, and surely the plant would recognise that they're acting.
No, they do little things, like he probably set it on fire a bit and like.
He's just torturing the plant.
Yeah. Science is a disgusting business at the end of the day. Anyways, the thing is, he is just a polygraph tester, so he's like, I'll get an actual scientist in.
Yeah.
So he brings the scientist in.
Oh, yeah. Let's actually get a real expert in to see if the plant reads my mind.
So he has all this data, and he's like, look, I'll prove it to you right now. Start asking the questions. Zero reactions.
Oh my god.
What science there? Doing all this stuff and nothing would work. And the scientist is like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, what do you do for
I had to be fair, there's a similar story in there with the guy with the toys who they'd only come alive when he left the room. And he was like, I swear to God they do.
Yeah.
So anyways, he's like, what do you do?
Was this
like,
an industry plant?
He's like, what do you do for your like day-to-day work? He's like, oh, no, mainly do this and that. You know, we grind up...
Make up stories.
We grind up a lot of plants in the lab and we do this. And he's like...
So he's a fucking weed dealer.
And he's like...
What do you mean? Who grinds plants up? What job is that?
They're like a botanist, so they're doing lots of stuff with flowers and plants, like normally destroying them and putting them apart. So he's like, obviously the plant's not reacting to this scientist. She's a plant murderer.
No. Surely the plant would react to the murder.
No, they go dead. They don't give any reaction. They play dead.
You can't believe this. There's no way you...
It's all data.
Go on, carry on.
Anyways, Baxter had an amazing idea, essentially. So he bought 20 plants, okay? And his idea was that you would train these plants to react to good and bad things, and you would essentially train them to be police officers.
Oh my god.
That's true. So what you do is, so say every office, have a look in this room. What have we got in this set right now?
I think
we got a plant. If a murder went off and there's no cameras, There's a plant there.
It's
And
plastic
all
though,
you'd have to
isn't it?
do, in theory, is bring us four into a room and one by one and see which one the plant reacts differently
It's
to.
fake- it's
And then you
plastic,
know,
isn't it?
yeah, if it was real though.
Okay,
and then you know which one's no, it makes sense if it,
How would the plant know?
because if it's showing reactions to bad
How
people.
would the plant know?
Because it would be in the room.
Well, he's watched
What did he
has
see it with?
Yeah.
They've got evidence that when it's a bad person, it shows different reactions.
Define a bad person.
Murderers.
Oh, he's done you there.
That's a bad stab.
Yeah.
It's not hard, is
You
it?
know, it's-
Well, no, but
I tell you what, I'll give bad reaction to you.
why would the
About things you'd see you do.
why would a plant know what a bad person is? It has no conscious thoughts.
People who attack
Apparently
people,
they
it
do,
understands
though.
that. It does. This is what the science was revealing.
Think about
A
it,
plant
mate.
doesn't have conscious thoughts.
But
You're a
think about
fucking
it, though.
idiot if you think
on
that.
a level though, like a plant, right, gives off the thing that we need to live.
Yes.
Well, that's
Oxygen.
that's.
And by the way,
that's
plants
lifestyle.
do
And takes away the
communicate.
thing that kills us.
And Tom, you don't
Carbon
realize plants do actually communicate in their own way. They don't talk like us. They don't think like us, but they have a way of communicating with each other. Hence how they travel towards the sun. That's hence how they work in the roots.
I'm not
they have
denying that.
Yeah.
So they
You know, a
have
lot
a
of
form
our-
of communication. So this is just testing the reaches.
You know, a lot of
how-
our-
Just because you can communicate doesn't mean you know if someone's murdered someone.
Yeah.
A lot of our
It doesn't.
modern-
It's not going to say he's a murderer. It just knows he did something bad.
A lot of the world is actually a lot of like modern technology and road systems and everything are based off plants and their roots.
Yeah, very good.
All right, and then so you're telling me that there are people in the world who've never done a bad thing. So surely it would just react to everyone.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Not in the presence of the plant.
Parazans.
No, but you said that she's a
So the
plant
murder
murderer.
has to occur
You said
in
she's
front of
you
the
said,
plant.
You said she did. The plant didn't react to her because she's a plant murderer in a different room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So what are you on
By
about
the way,
then?
I'm just repeating Clive.
Fuck off.
Who's Clive?
Anyways, he's the
Cleve.
Clive. Oh
Cleve.
shit, it's Cleve. Anyways, so he starts working on this idea, whatever, but he's still continuing with his day job as a polygraph tester. And suddenly there was this like murder in New Jersey.
Oh
right?
yeah, and the plant when he did it.
And like
He's pointing out that way.
basically a man had been found dead. It was in the factory, no witnesses, no cameras, and a lie detector. There was needed. So they brought him in, and he was like, "Right, can you give this guy a lie detector?"
The plant starts shaking.
So no, he's doing a lie detector with like the suspects of like he was doing that.
Arm starts lifting.
Oh yeah,
But like,
Oh yeah, I get it now. Yeah.
well, that's what he was meant to be doing.
yeah. That's his job.
That's what the police brought him in to do.
Yeah.
But he goes into the interrogation. So he walks into the interrogation room.
It's just filled with plants.
He walks
Pods of plants everywhere, and the
Walks
guy's like, "It's a bit fucking weird."
walks into the interrogation room. The police are like, "Right, should we bring in suspect one?" He's like, "Hold on a second, I got someone." He brings in a plant. So basically, this plant was present in the factory.
He's got two googly eyes.
What? No, sorry. What factory has a plant in
It
it?
must have been like the office bit.
Fuck off,
Yeah.
Lewis.
There's always an office plant. Come on.
There's always an office.
It's not. He
plant.
said it's a factory.
Yeah.
Factories don't have plants.
They have offices and
which have
cantinas and food places, all sorts.
Fuck, mate, I don't believe that. What,
Mate,
so he
a
wasn't in the
factory will have an
factory then? He
office.
was in the office. So he was in the office, not the factory.
So he
I've
walked.
just got this image of this crime scene room where the suspect sat here and the guy's going, "Did you do it?" And then he looks at the plant with two googly eyes and it's just
Oh, it's like a big plant pot, and he's actually just a human with a bush on him. He's a bad person.
The bad man.
So he walks past all the actual
There's
suspects.
definitely a comedy sketch in this.
Yeah.
Walks past all the suspects.
I think this is an actual show. I think he's found a
Probably.
show.
And
Is this
he-
the plot to a show?
And he sits down, talks to the plant, hooks him up.
See, that just wouldn't
Yeah.
happen.
And he essentially briefed the plant. It's like, and the police officers are watching like, fucking shit.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him continue. They say this guy's a fucking
They're like,
maniac.
he-
Get him
But
out.
they worked on him loads, and like he's like, well, he's the expert.
Yeah.
He's expert.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Come on, Cleve, you're taking a long
he
while
briefs
now,
the
mate.
plant, and then the plant sits there. Do you know when you have like the suspect room when they
He
walk
didn't
in?
brief the plant. Stop making things up. He didn't brief a fucking plant.
He briefed him.
Did
He's like, right, there's a murder here.
Carry on, 'cause you're annoying me. Carry on.
There's been murder last night in the factory.
No, but you said
you said he would.
you said the plant wouldn't know what the person's
he
done.
wouldn't need to be briefed. By definition, you said the plant knows.
He just knows. The plant just knows if he's a bad person.
He wouldn't need to be briefed. He wouldn't have to say this guy's a suspect for murder. The plant would just know he's a murderer.
The plant would go, whoa, murderer.
It was more like, don't worry, don't stress out, it's fine.
What do you mean? No, he didn't. Stop doing it. Don't get to the bit where it's an alien.
Like, so calm down. Calm down. Anyway, so do you know when you have like that window where you can't see through from the suspect room?
Two-way mirror.
So he's like, he's on the other side of the mirror, the plant, looking through.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Wait, they've lined up the suspect.
And the plant's watching.
An ID parade.
So the plant's watching through the thing. Police officer
Still with his
next to him.
googly eyes on.
Police officer next to him looking in, and they bring in one person.
How do they know which is the front of the
Smoking a
plant?
pipe.
How do they know the front of the plant?
He's like got all 360 vision. That's why there's such good police officers. Detective Plant. Detective Flowers.
Oh
Anyway,
my god.
the Detective Flowers.
That's who you're talking. Like the
he's
Detective Flowers is the plant.
Yeah, because they bring in suspect one.
Oh my god.
They're like looking at the plant, looking back.
Sorry,
They can't see.
What were they expecting the plant to do?
Plant's like,
It didn't shake its head.
So
then,
is
did
he
it?
hooked- So is he hooked up to the polygraph at this point?
yeah, but like no reaction.
Right,
So it's like,
yeah.
okay,
This is
oh, there he goes.
This is
Second
fucking
suspect
mental.
in. Plant's like, I don't know. No. Anyways, final guy comes in.
Well, no, you said no reaction.
Final guy comes in. He's got like a scar on his face.
Oh, of course he has.
So he looks a bit suspicious.
With a severed head in his hand. I think it might be him. The
But like,
plant told me.
this is like the police's main suspect as well. So they're like, this is our guy. We know it's this one.
Oh, so they're leading the plant.
Yeah. So, but the
So
plan,
the plant, it's no longer unbiased.
but the plan sticks to his guns, and he's like, no. He gives no reaction.
What language does he say no
he
in?
does no reaction to none of them.
Oh.
So the plan doesn't even do anything.
What a fucking story that is.
So they're like, get this guy out. He's a fucking idiot. All right, kick him
go
out.
out the plant.
Kick him out. Yeah, get the plant out. Throw the plant away. Get him out. Anyways, he's like, shit. Anyways, the murder gets solved. Turns out the murderer wasn't someone who worked in the factory, so therefore he was never brought before the plant. So the plant actually saved someone from getting wrongfully committed to a crime that he didn't do.
Oh my god.
Detective Flowers stuck to his guns when the police were trying to coerce him into their
they're
main
trying to push it
suspect. And it turns out the police
So
were
by-
wrong and the Flower was
Wait,
right.
hang on a sec. So by some fucking maniac who obviously a plant doesn't do that. So the fact that it didn't work, so it was never going to
No,
work.
it did work
saved
because he
someone.
was right. It wasn't any of them.
Yeah, but it could never.
Oh my fucking god! I could say that. I'm going to bring this bowling with me, and I'm going to question people who aren't guilty. And when he
thought
doesn't
he was-
react, oh fucking! I told you, the bowl knew. The bowl knew.
They thought he was guilty.
So
So explain that.
Oh my god.
there's nothing.
He was right.
There's nothing to explain. What the fuck are you on about?
The police-
Is it a flower plant?
Flower top of a plant.
The police,
You're fucking
fucking
the
boring,
police
though.
with all their experience
Yeah.
and all their expertise.
You said
thought-
he was a suspect, so they suspected. They didn't know
No,
it
they
was.
were. They
is
were
it-
pretty sure this
is
was
it-
the final seal in the coffin.
Is Dr. Flowers like multiple?
It's not Doctor Flowers.
What is it?
Detective.
Detective Flowers.
He's an idiot for that one.
It's not Doctor.
Doctor
Wait, look,
Flowers.
is Detective Flowers
Yeah,
like the same?
Stop making a mockery of this.
Sorry, so is it the same plant, or do they just replace
No,
it?
they
if
just
it
brought in
dies?
a random plant from the factory, he said.
So they replace the plant because obviously it will die.
And
eventually.
obviously nowadays they still use this technique in police work, so it's really like
It's
it's an established method, Theo.
So he's actually
don't be so stupid.
Here's the interesting thing, right? So it was.
There's nothing interesting about this other than you believe it. That's the most interesting thing about this. You're stupid enough to believe
The
this.
inclusion of this in the case, right?
The
was
inclusion?
there
You mean the
about
conclusion?
no, the inclusion of Detective Flowers being
Fuck,
involved was in the case, and it was also in a published book. However, in recent years, the newer copies and new editions have it removed.
Because it's batshit crazy.
It's the police covering up, being embarrassed that they brought in Detective Flowers and they were outsmarted by a
Why
plan.
is he doing the hand thing?
What, so then the plan did all the detective work to actually find out who the killer was? What, did the police do
Well,
that?
that's why Detective Flowers is so good. He didn't even need to do it. He just knew.
Yeah.
It's actually true story. Can you
You've
type in
annoyed
Clive
me.
Baxter, please?
You've fucking annoyed
That's
me.
not his name.
Can you type in Cleve Baxter? Cleve Baxter.
And the only person who's spoke about this is
Here we go.
him.
Oh,
CIA, you didn't tell us about that.
yeah, I forgot he was part of CIA.
It's got a big thing to miss out.
This is my favorite bit when I tell them and
Wait,
they
go to the
realise
top.
I
It's
was
not.
right.
I do not believe a word of this.
No, go to the top. There was like his like biography at the top. Which
Read out loud.
Best known for his experiments with
There it
plants
is.
using a polygraph instrument in the 1960s.
I'm not denying-
primary perception, where he claimed that plants
Why is he-
feel pain and have extrasensory perception, which was widely reported.
Why are you
These
smiling
claims
like you
have
proved
been-
us wrong?
Wait, these claims have been rejected by the scientific community.
They were rejected. That's part
They
of
are rejected.
Yeah.
Mate,
Well,
he
he's
died,
still
he died in
detective Flowers.
2013.
Lewis, I don't
Can we scroll down,
deny.
find out the bit
Lewis,
where
I
I
Detective
don't
Flowers-
deny this fucking maniac did these tests and maybe got reactions or whatever, and plants may have some sort of extra sensory feelings or whatever. A plant didn't solve a fucking murder
He
case.
didn't solve it. He just stopped someone getting wrongfully
He
committed.
didn't stop shit
know-
because they found out who the killer was.
because
they didn't.
of Detective Flowers.
No,
But
they
do you
didn't.
not think if this was a real thing, we'd have plants in line of duty and stuff like that?
Mate, Detective Flowers, obviously...
So why don't they use plants ever
I don't,
since?
I don't know if his real name is Detective Flowers, by the way, but see if it comes up.
Wait, you made up the name?
Well, I just thought it was a catchier name.
Oh, you
talked to
as
plants
in there
and
wasn't
they
a
talked
specific
back.
plant.
No, there was a specific plant. I just called him Detective Flowers. He didn't actually say Detective Flowers.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, it's actually... It's really,
This guy's mentally insane, and you're an idiot.
It's an amazing fact. It's an amazing fact.
It's not a fact.
How's it not a fact? Detective Flowers saved someone.
Well, I tell you why it's not a fact, Luke, because you've just admitted to making up the name.
Well, I can
Yeah,
call him
good point.
Plant, but I feel like Detective
No,
Flowers is more
I'm not-
intriguing.
no, the name doesn't bother me. It's the fact you
Look,
believe.
there he is with the flower.
I don't deny he did all
Hiding
this.
behind it.
Detective Plant. Look at
Oh,
him.
Detective Baxter had just watered the office Dracana.
I don't deny any. I'm vehemently denying the fact that a plant was brought in to solve a murder case.
They did. I promise you.
And
I promise you.
well,
is
no,
that the evidence?
Tom, I actually promise.
Fuck you.
I actually promise. Like he was brought in.
Right, should we cheer ourselves up
I
with
was going
Gaz
to think, can we
Gobble?
do that next week?
Whatever, yeah.
Because we're going quite a long time and I got...
Oh, so you turn up an hour late and then you want to leave early as well. I
Yeah.
I do have a
probably
confessions, mate, though.
Oh my God.
Last Gaz Gobbles, you actually won.
What the fuck's going
I
on?
knew it. I knew his reaction was
Why would
fucking
you do
weird.
that to us?
Funny.
I knew his reaction was weird.
So what was it again?
The one we said
Squirrels.
about the squirrels.
That was fake.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it again?
The squirrels.
What was the squirrel one? Oh, with the
Resident citizens.
yeah, the citizens.
Why would you do that? You've just now thrown the entire series
Oh,
No, it's not. You get
under
the
the
win.
bus.
I just
Cleve Baxter.
You couldn't admit it in the time, could you?
no, you got it too fast, and then you were going like so obvious. And I thought, oh, I'll show him.
By lying.
by letting them wait a day.
Oh.
So you won
The
that one.
integrity of the whole quiz is out the window now.
No, it's not. Do you know what's funny? People from last week will have been trying to search these. They're like, where is this squirrel thing? Citizens, I just can't find it.
Damn.
And we are done. So goodbye.
Yeah, like and subscribe. We'll do Gaz Gobbles next week. Sorry, guys.
If we
Theo,
hit 50k, guys, Lewis will bring his journal.
Theo won't let me do it because he's got to go somewhere.
Nah, 5k likes. I don't know how many. No, we normally get like 3k.
So we can get 5.
5k likes.
6k,
We should
6k
have said
likes.
this at the start.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
5k likes, and Lewis will bring his journal in.
6.
Oh,
5.
That should go in like the coming
Yeah,
up segment.
cut up for the start.
6k. 6k.
5,000 likes. Lewis brings his journal in.